let's let's just get the party started. Let's just screw the scheduling bullshit. Let's just get everything going so that we can just get after. So you're gonna notice a couple of things right off the bat. Camera quality, fucking unreal. The Dell webcam has been really nice, and we also have a little Stream Deck here. Now the Stream Deck does not integrate with Stream Yard, so I have to figure out how to do that. And I don't want to use OBS because it's just one more thing I got to fuck with. But I've tried to play with the settings, and it's just not being my friend. So I'm like, all right, I'll figure that out eventually. But at least you'll have decent quality camera. We can talk some shit. Let's talk a little shit on Peasant Chat Sunday. So before I go too crazy, I'll wait for a decent amount of people to be on because everyone always says, "What'd you guys talk about?" I'm late, and I'm like, dude, seriously, like, get on. Like, I'm sorry, or just wait till the show's over and then replay it. So real quick before I go too crazy, I want to thank a couple of people that have really helped out. Corey Grayley, by the way, Corey Grayley, gentleman who got me the camera and the Stream Deck. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I guess he wasn't using it, said I donated to the cause, and I'm putting it to good use. Secondly, Don't My God Cookies got me a pretty baller hat. I don't know. I like the hat. And they sent me like 500 fucking cookies. And on top of that, they sent me a nice Christmas note. Says, Alex, huge thanks for all your continued support for our small business. You truly helped us grow. Enjoy the hat. Merry Christmas. Melissa and James from Don't My God Cookies. So I really appreciate you guys for doing that. And finally, I want to thank Jacob Long from Power by the Hour. Jake Long from Power by the Hour. Why? In 15 hours, we swapped the motor in the white car. And everyone wants to know what kind of motor's in the white car. Guys, it's fucking stock. You think I'm going to have a built motor in a car I drive every day? That's really fucking stupid. So let's give you the rundown on the white car. So on the white car, number 7 cylinder ringland failed. Okay. All the other cylinders had good compression except number 7. So I went bye-bye. And I think I overpressurized the crankcase because now there's no seal there anymore, and it made its way into the crankcase and it just popped out the rear main seal. We actually saw the rear main seal just push out a little bit. I'm like, okay, so no damage except for the number 7 cylinder ring piston ringland. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So he got me a brand new long block built in 2021. The long block the motor that's in the 2019 was built in 2018 because there's a stamp right on the valve cover, cam cover, whatever. So Friday night, no show, went there at 5 o'clock. We worked from 5 to midnight. We got the motor out and the other motor dressed with the harness and the headers installed. Came in the next day, 9 a.m. and busted ass up until 4:30 p.m. and we were done. Car running, started, blower installed, bada bing, bada boom. We were done, and I couldn't be happier because everything went really, really well. He was actually directing it, and that's kind of what you need to do in a situation like that. Someone has to direct what's happening. It can't be two fucking chiefs. It's got to be a chief and an Indian, and I was the Indian. Feathers. And he just do this, do that, bam, 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 bam. We got it done. And Nick, I also want to thank Nick from FIC, got me a brand new fresh set of 1440s, and he took my 1650s, and I will be giving those away on the show this week. Probably, I'm going to try to get it done for Tuesday. So that that's the primetime show, so that you guys have something to look forward to. I'll probably do the same thing like I always do. Highest liked comment on that video more than likely will get a set of FIC 1650 injectors of like a $1,500 retail value, brand new. Obviously they're used, but they'll be cleaned. They'll be free to you. You don't have to do a damn thing. The only thing I ask is comment, like, support the show, and I keep doing giveaways. Not only I got 3 or 4 things that in the next month or two I'm going to give away. I'm going to give away a set of wheels for 2020 GT500 fitment. They look baller. Axle back for S197 and the FIC injector. So we got some stuff coming up in case you guys hate my guts, but you want some free shit. You can comment on the video and you'll be able to get some free stuff. Okay, so I'll say hi to the people here. Then we'll talk to the peasants and see who wants to be a fucking car builder and tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and fuck me and all that bullshit. Isaiah Davilaz, Boost Lee, David Parks, Josh Roy, McLovin Hernandez, Mike Schmidt, Coyote Kelly says, good morning, good morning. I seen you have the motor in the white car. Are you signaling to us a start of a grassroots build? James, JD Swag, Mandeep Singh, Ezekiel Palacios, we got the original SB, Tyler Smith, Steve Gardner, Mofler, Phil, Agent Orange, Andrew Martin, Stu, Robert, Austin, Ashton 5.0. That's a hell of a name. Mini Bike Bad Man. Don't worry, I'll get you some real teal content real soon. Cliff Elmore, Pure Bitchy or Beachy. Kenneth, not Donald Trump. Brett Burke in the house. It's not really Brett Burke, but it's funny that I say that, and I think the real Brett Burke gets mad every single time I say that. That's gangster shit. Will Shoemaker 5.0, Scott and Darrell Washington, GT Frank. All right, let's get back to the bottom. So yeah, it ended up being number 7 piston ringland because it was built in 2018. So if you guys noticed, Gen 3 Mustang specifically had a decent amount of motor failures or issues with the motor 18 and 19. 2020, depending on when the motor was built, and I've always said this, early 2018 motor builds are not that good, So I had a 2018 Mustang, and that thing ticked, tacked, slang, pig, pop, it did everything. And after that, busting the forks for the transmission and the fuel pump dying, they lemon lawed the thing, took it back, bye-bye, got me into a 19. 19 was good for a while till I put boost and pump gas in it, and it said, Sasso, it was over. And I was trying to get some of the sound clips to play, but man, they don't play. And I wish they did. Sasso. So, well, that camera's working good. No, the camera's really good. The gentleman who provided the camera did me a super solid. He said, hey, I'm not using it, and you could use the Stream Deck. This is the Elgato Stream Deck. So basically what I can do with this is I can assign 2 or 3 pages, and I could be Canelo, Sasso. It could be, Danger Zone, anything. But I have to find out, and I haven't done the research because I literally worked on the car Friday and Saturday. Today's my only free day of the weekend. Blows my mind. I'm going to be fucked up Monday. And I'm going to find out, do some research how to integrate the soundboard in there. Someone said the quality is amazing. Thank you. Bing, 2016 is the best year. Okay, sure. Anthony Morales says, yo, good morning from Arizona. Ricky Cora says, coño carajo. Paul Ferdinando says, shit, I got a 2018 F-150 short block in Panda. Congratulations. That thing's still around? What happened to you, man? Paul Fernando, what happened to you? You were at the top. You were fucking doing the social media thing. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? What happened? You just fell off. Did you get a girl? Did you get a girl? That's usually what happens. Guys are out there, putting out the content, putting out social media stuff, racing guys on the street. And then, Sasso, we didn't hear nothing from you. You just straight up disappeared, bro. What happened to you? Jake's a solid dude. It's nice to have great friends. He's legit a good friend. Gave me a good deal on everything because I got the motor from him. He bought I said, I need a battery tray. He goes, I got it. I'm paying him money, but he's like, he just gets it done. And I want to give him money for the help, but he literally will not take money. What up? Like Drop says HTFU grad. I had an 18 early motor build, and it was a tic-tac monster. Hopefully the new motor has all of those issues worked out. This new motor was built in 2021. This one right here is 2021. So it says, Monty 540 says, so it wasn't a valve spring? Go figure. I love how people, okay, so for those of you that don't know the inside joke, when my motor started having issues, I had some of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet in the history of the world telling me what to look for. Guys. When it comes to Coyote stuff and diagnosing stuff, it's very simple. It's very simple. If you lose compression somewhere, when was the last time you heard a valve drop on a Coyote? Like a stock Coyote. It's different if you take it to somewhere to get built. But a bone stock Coyote generally doesn't drop valves. Springs don't just... So I own 4 Coyotes. I've been around Power by the Hour for 6 or 7 years. I have never heard of a valve dropping, bending, spring follower, nothing. So the people on the chat were like, oh my God, you got Alex, just pull the valve cover or the cam cover. Maybe you got lucky and you have us. Shut up. Please shut up. It's a ringland failure. I see more ringland failures on Coyotes, maybe due to the fact that I'm boosting it to death on pump gas, rattling the piston, and then the ring gap is too tight for boost. And it said, what's that smell? Sasso. I wish the fucking soundboard was working because I found the perfect Sasso clip. It's wonderful. I'm Hung So Low says, good morning, bendiciones. Michael Merck says, let me see, what'd you say? I had an 18 and a 19 and a 20, no engine issues with any of them. No, it's just pull the, it could be a spring. There's a guy locally here. Older guy. I don't know his name, but if I ever come across his fucking wavelength, I'm gonna educate him on Coyote stuff. So I guess he's out there talking shit because he had spoken to Lund about tuning his Coyote car. And he said, yeah, I got me a Coyote and I'm going to keep it on pump gas. That's why I went 10-to-1 compression. I was like, so I want to make 1,000 on pump gas. So I want to make 1,000 on pump gas. So I lowered the compression because that's what you're supposed. I spoke to the engineers at JE Pistons or Diamond or whatever. I spoke to them and then one of our guys was like, why'd you lower the compression, dude? He's like, what do you mean? Why'd I lower the compression? Because I'm going to boost it, dumbass. I'm like, so this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, right? So he is overbuilding his car, right, to stay on pump gas and lowers the compression. And I guess he spoke to someone else. He goes, you know how I know Lund doesn't know nothing? Because they didn't know you had to lower compression when it comes to pump gas and boost, or when it comes to boost, period. I think he just said boost, not necessarily pump gas. And I can't, and you know, the problem is a lot of people skate through life like that. A lot of people aren't told, mira cante cabrón, you don't know shit, son. You need to grab someone by the ear sometimes and go, bro, you don't know fucking shit, asshole. If you have octane, compression generally should stay stock. But they swear to God they know more than the next guy because they had a Fox body, or this is the way they justify what they say. Why is an illuminator from Ford boosted and low compression? I'm like, because if you're going to be on pump gas, asshole, and you're going to make a whole 600 horsepower on 9-to-5 compression, that illuminator probably good for you. But the 11-to-1, and you're stupid enough to go 10, 12, 13 PSI and stay on pump gas, Ford is just trying to save themselves from warranty shit. No. Boost low compression, NA high compression. Shut up. Like, does Roush put low compression illuminators on their cars? I don't know any Roush RS3 that had an illuminator or had the option that had a boosted illuminator. I know a lot of them that have 11-to-1 illuminators in it, and those things fucking kick ass. There was a gentleman that we used to tune at VMP back in the day when I worked there, and he had a RS3 black. He had the worst taste in modifications. Nice guy, electrician, smart. The worst taste in modifications. Like he had like Roush stickers all over the motherfucker, and he had like tire stickers and shit. But the car made like 710 horsepower on pump gas, and I'm like, what? And it was because it was cammed, 11-to-1, and about an 82 millimeter pulley. I'm like, whoa. Or no, 79 millimeter pulley. Fucking badass little ride. Second shift racing in the house. How you doing, sir? So he goes, stop being a fucking lowering compression, run better fuel. That's what I say. So the other thing that happened when I Don. Yeah, I think Agent Orange. I think it was Don. He's from Ohio. Nice guy. Great guy. Yeah. But he had really bad taste in mods. But the car was badass. So what ended up happening also, I did a shorts video. By the way, shorts on YouTube, the engagement is crazy. So I might just start pumping out more shorts videos. I don't know, shots of my dick, whatever you guys want. Car stuff. You guys seem to watch shorts videos. Similar to like TikToks. By the way, Jake calls it TikTok because he doesn't know what the fuck. He goes, Alex, I saw a video on TikTok, and I go, you say TikTok? So they're like, Alex, what motor did you put in the white car? I go, a stock replacement motor. Well, I thought you were going to turn it up. Turn what up? Turn what up? I have race cars. I'm good. I don't need another race car. I just want to enjoy the vehicle. How about that? Don, we got there. You got that click clack. Do a short of a blower compressor spinning. Blower compressor spinning? What do you mean? Orange Tic Tacs are fuck your life, dude. Orange Tic Tacs are life, and I don't have any sound. Look, once I get the I was considering OBS, but what happened with OBS? I lost camera quality with OBS, and I wasn't gonna sit here and fuck around with the settings. Number two, it just stretched the screen weird. So as soon as I can integrate the Stream Deck with StreamYard, I'm a happy cat. So do ice packs on the intake box work or not? That's why I came to watch this. Salvador Ortega. I remember that RS3 on VMP's dyno. The tire stickers looked just stupid, but the car was way too loud. I mean, way, way, way too loud. Morning, John Robbins says, morning, YOLO and chat. Bet you're glad it's back together. Guys, I drove it. Okay, so I drove it, and I thought something was wrong. So Nick Santarpia, shout out to Nick Santarpia, good guy. He hung out with us for like 8 hours, man. Just a solid dude. He ended up bringing me the FIC 1440s, put them in, blah, blah, blah. Tune hadn't changed. That's the other thing, guys. I didn't have to touch the fucking tune. So we put the motor in, put everything in. IMRCs are working. They're functional. So put everything together. So I take it for a drive, and I'm looking at the short trims, and I'm like, oh, I think the O2s aren't connected because the short trims aren't moving. And then I looked at them even closer. They were within like 2%. And I'm like, oh, they're like tight. Like the short trims are so fucking tight. And I'm like, when the engine is running nicely. Now this is a Vortec V3 FIC 1440s, and I'm telling, and a Vortec boosted pump, and it's just perfect. And I'm like, God damn it, it's a nice feeling to see everything work as it should. It's still at Power by the Hour. Me and my girl are gonna go down there. We're gonna pick it up, come back, and then I'll probably do a catch can situation, because I also think the way the catch can was routed was an issue. Thinking back how everything went down, I didn't like how the catch can was situated. So I'm just gonna have breathers basically, but just remote mount the breathers. Basically, put a hose like I have with the Fairmont, bring it down under the car. Yeah, it might smell a little bit, but I'm just gonna remote mount everything just so it's under the car, and or in the engine bay, but under, so it's not smelling through the vents when I kick on the AC. My Cobra has grassroots growing through the floorboards. Ice packs in the unboxes key. TJ Wellen, man, that name sounds familiar, man. I was man, if that's a Tampa dude, I think that's a Tampa dude. That sounds familiar. TJ Wellen, interesting. Ashley Munoz says, I got tired of breaking my car, went twin turbo, and enjoying it ever since. Dakota Deck tuna, and it ran solid for over a year. It has run solid. Okay, he said it has ran solid. Jesus Christ, these Southern guys. He said, me and my girl. Hell yeah. Your girl? It's official now? Yeah. I mean, excited to see the white Mustang. Cars out of the bag. Alex says, congrats. Damn son, that camera is bad. It's nice. Now you can see all my sunspots. Before you're like, oh, Alex is a good looking guy. Now Alex is kind of looking old. If I stay on pump gas when I boost my Gen 3, my limit should be 10 PSI, right? Before I go 85, then I can turn it up? Yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, you should stay at 10 PSI on pump gas on most Coyotes. To be honest with you, some pump gas, like North Carolina, some places in Texas, they have really sweet pump gas. But generally, I would stay on 10 PSI and not try to go too crazy. Like right now, I think I still have a 3.3 pulley on the car. Trust me, I am not going to go watt in that car at all. I'm probably just going to put a 3.6 pulley on it or run race gas all the time, because Jake wants to race that white car. I said, let me break the clutch in, let me break everything in, get an oil change in it. Then I'm going to fucking donkey gap that piece of shit F-150 you got. Just me and my baby and my Cadillac. Okay. Do you think you're good enough to go to heaven? Have you ever hated anyone before? Have you ever stolen anything before? How many lies have you told before? Have you ever had sex outside of marriage? Absolutely. I've done it all. And I'm still going to heaven. You know why? Because religion is so stupid that as long as you repent, you're good. So do whatever you want, murder motherfuckers, as long as you have a heartfelt, you repent, things are good. That's how dumb religion is. Trackhawk or Durango cat, Trackhawk. Trackhawk, 100%. Smart move with the breathers, engine, vapors, herd octane. Connie wants your bicho. Who's Connie? There's no Connie here. There's a Connie here? Connie Fitzgerald. Okay, got it. Yeah, she probably wants the bicho. The only thing I pump is E70. Got it. Donkey gap, that piece of shit. No, I love Jake, but he is getting a little too comfortable. I love Jake. Jake is a wonderful guy. He's getting a little too comfortable thinking that truck is like Billy Badass. He beat a couple of cars on a roll, but they're drag cars, right? So roll racing is different. Drag cars have a great 60, but on a roll, it's just power. So, and converter, blah, 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 blah. The white car with a herd engine did like a 720 or a 7.1 60 to 130 with a 3.6 pulley and pump gas and Torco. 3.3 pulley like MS109 or Sunoco 260 GT should be well into the sixes. So I'm gonna say, Jake, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that truck. It's not gonna be close. And then when you turn up the boost, the 10R80 is gonna go, and we say bye-bye. Slams a limiter, and now you have to play the 10R80 rebuild game. Keith, I don't know what they're saying. Yellow for president. Jake will beat you in the 8th. Money is on Jake. We don't race 8th. We don't race 8th. We're men. We don't race this 8th bullshit. 8th mile racing is for Billy Badass cars. Cars that go 200 or high 100s. Fucking 8th mile. Fuck out of here. It's a good looking truck though, Alex. Those rims do look good. No, his truck is beautiful. His truck is beautiful, but he's gonna get fucked up. He's literally gonna get fucked up. Connie Fitzgerald says, will you be innocent or guilty? Will you go to heaven or hell? Revelation says all liars have their part in the lake of fire. No thief and no adulterer will fornicator. No, I guarantee Connie is a born again Christian, right? Like a born again Christian. And I guarantee she's done meth. She double fisted cocks at Duffy's every fucking weekend. She got turned out. She fucking probably had 2 or 3 abortions, but all of a sudden she was like, you know what? I'm gonna be, because who are the most religious people on the planet? Who are the most religious people, like the hardcore religious people? The guys that are fucked up. Like I worked for someone that was hardcore religious, and I was just like, you know what? You know why I know you're fucking stupid? Because you used to, okay, I have never like done bad shit. And then you come across people that are like super religious, and they end up like, trying to, bring you into their church and all this bullshit. And I'm like, y'all trifling as fuck. Y'all, I never did this. I never did any of this shit. But you're born again and you were saved. I love those people. Those people are my favorite. Cafeteria Christians is what we call them, where they can pick and choose what they believe that day. What type of questions are these people asking today? Wait, it's Sunday. Exactly. I'll just get rid of her. So I'll ask you guys if you want me to get rid of her in a little bit. Is your car considered vegan if it runs on plant-based E? Hey, I was able to make it. Work as always. Work has me working. Hey, work is good. S550's King Daddy with boost, of course. I think so. Connie, fuck out of here. This isn't the Jesus channel. Just take Jake out to eat the Applebee's for all his health. He wants to do rolls. Jake wants to do rolls. He goes, I want a 20 roll. I'm like, all right, cool, sick. I mean, he's got me from a dig. I guarantee that. But then I'll say, race the Fairmont, race the GT500. I'm going to beat you. 2 mile drag races only. Who's Connie over here speaking in tongues? Got it. 8th mile is for a push. No, 8th mile is for really fast cars. 8th mile is for really fast cars. That's it. If it runs on plant-based E, that means it's grassroots. Might as well roll race if you're racing 8th. Then you can date other men. Got it. Yeah, White Car's getting it done with it'll be a good race. Exactly. I think it'll be a good race. I think we're going to have GoPros and everything. And Jake is going to be at around 12 to 13 PSI. I think I'm also going to be around 13, 14 PSI with a 3.3 pulley and a stock lower. Race gas, booster pump, do a couple of watt hits, make sure everything's good, do some draggy stuff. Get it. Literally, Jake wants to race that car because nobody will race Jake in Palm Beach County. He looks for races. He goes up to a Hellcat, fucks with it, gaps it. Goes up to a new Supra, fucks with it, gaps it. Goes up to C7, C6s, fucks with it, gaps it. He's like, or they don't want to race him because he's racing mostly stock cars, I would think. So I was like, dude, just wait till the white car's out, because the red car you're going to beat, it's NA. The Fairmont's going to fuck you up. It's been 140 in the quarter with like a 375 pulley. It's been 88 at 157. So you don't got shit for that. And the GT500 won't hook on the street. I'll probably end up in a ditch. So no thanks. Okay. What the hell did he just say? Did someone say that Pump E85 is 70%? Did I just see that right, man? Let me see. Boy, if I... Ashton Munoz says, Pump says E85, sorry, bro, only 70-75%. Better than 93, though. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Better than 93, 100%. B Teruviate Racing says, when bearings go out on a high mileage motor, is it usually rods or mains? Would you happen to know? I mean, don't you have to take it to a motor builder to do that? Why wouldn't you take it to a motor builder? Please, Mr. Teruviate, do not try to build that motor yourself. I saw your welds, saw your hood, saw the paint. Do not take that motor out and try to build anything yourself. Engines are specialty work, and there's a reason those guys make good money. Please do yourself a favor. Or should we let them do it, right? Should we let them build it? Like, should we just say, no, build it, son? I want to hear that shit. Did you sell the old motor yet, Alex? No, Joey G. It has number 7 ringland failure, and everything else has good compression. I'd like 3,000 for it. That's what I'm asking. 3,000 for the long block, chain, cams, everything. All you gotta do is put an intake on it and your accessories, and you're good to go. So I am literally selling that long block for $3,000, and I'm not going to go any lower. Fuck all that. No, so I've not sold it yet, and I can get rid of it ASAP. Yeah, I got to work. Keep calling NA car broke boy shit. So it's time to not to be lazy and a broke boy. Don't know what the hell he's saying. Race the GT500. First one in the ditch wins. It'll be in the ditch really quickly. Ride the GT500 to the ditch and get a log. So a lot of the things that tuners ask people to do is to log a condition, right? So let's say you email me and you say, hey, Alex, my car starts weird and it bucks at low speeds. And I go, okay, can you capture that in a log? And they go, what would you like in the log? The shit you emailed me about, motherfucker. The fuck you think I'm replying to? Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Oh. An old friend of mine has a track record in Everdale, 100 miles east of Houston, 8th on a Banshee. Cool. Wow. How much did you pay for the new long block? It was over 5,000. It was over 5,000. Hey, if I want to build my motor to go 9s, what setup would you suggest? Wait, if you want to build your motor to go 9s, what suggest? Boost? What? You mean NA or boosted? Boost. Hey, Alex, I want to build my motor to go 9s. What setup? Boost. Paxton, VMP, Whipple, whatever. Boost. Like, what do you want to like start tearing it apart? Put 14-1 compression on it, port the heads, cams, better valve springs, super duper derp Cobra Jet intake. No. Boost. You can get into the 9s for about $10,000, dude. Stop fucking around. Shelby in the weeds looking for a vet. Alex, do I need a log in rain mode? I don't like rain mode. It really slows the car down. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I'm getting blowed the fuck up, son. Shee. There we go. I usually get notifications about chiropractic adjustment videos. That's the main thing. Let me shut off the notifications so I can just have a normal show with the peasants. There we go. Here we go. What up, bitch? Question for you. I got an upper strut mount that are worn out on S197. Would you replace them with the engine strut spring system that at the same time? What would you recommend? Stock suspension isn't worn out. I would just put those GT500 shock. What do they call them? I forget what they call them, but they have GT500 style ones because the stock ones have these little tiny ball bearings in there. They just kind of crunch and everything, especially on early Gen 1s. And then when you lower the car, I think it stresses out the bearings and it's just deflecting in a weird way. So you can just upgrade to the GT500 style ones and be a happy cat, in my opinion. Why do Chevy guys say building NA is more impressive? Feels like because they can't compete with the Coyote when it comes to boost. I don't understand. I literally don't understand why anybody would build an NA car. Like, unless it was like super badass. So you're starting to see a lot of guys go with exotic fuels and and it's almost like it's a weird dick measuring contest. It's like a girth measuring contest. It's not necessarily, like the longest dick. It's about the fattest dick. It's weird. It's hey, I'm gonna build this 427 cammed Holly high ram Bellmouth cold air looking thing, no hood, gut it. Badass trans, badass converter, badass suspension, bell axe. And I'm like, you to do what? To be the fastest NA guy? It's a waste of money. You're going to spend the same amount of money to go a second slower than a boosted car with fully loaded stuff. I'm saying nice seats, nice suspension, car has AC, good stereo, all this shit. You're a second faster boosted for about the same money than you would be super duper derp max effort NA. Probably because they have an LS1 300,000 miles making 200 horsepower. If building an NA for road racing, drag racing, maybe not. Yeah, I understand that. NA like road racing, boosted cars don't necessarily do well. I mean, depends on you're gonna people. I can hear people right now. What are you talking about? There's a prototype cars. I'm like, okay, a 1.5 liter turbo, car that looks like a upside down F15. No, I'm good. What I'm saying is street cars, right? Paxton, Vortec, VMP cars should not be on the road course. Should be an NA car, like a really nice high revving NA car or a torquey NA car, depending on the track layout. Because if the track is short and you don't have long runs where you can just, some Miata is going to gap the shit out of you if it's a short track. It's going to outhandle you, outbrake you, and he doesn't have to have a, 500 horsepower NA car. So it's all about balance. Look, NA racing to me is fucking stupid, not because it's gay, it's because it's expensive and you're literally a second or two slower than a boosted car with similar investment in it. What's your talent you have outside of a car? Baseball. I'm a pretty good baseball player. Actually, I'm a very good baseball player. So I can, get me in a batting cage. I don't give a fuck how fast it's going or whatever. The issue I had was with the off speed pitch. Once guys started, doing change ups, I was like, ooh, this is good, but it's all about percentages at that point. I'm about to sneeze. NA is such a waste of time, says D-Rock Fox these days. Like, you have a C6, put boost on it, don't be a loser, and then say when you lose that the other guy had boost, like, shut the fuck up. That's the problem. It's a built-in excuse. Well, it's NA, as if to say, well, Alex, you should race me. It's all motor. Are you scared? You mean the 427 1401 compression car on nitro? That one? There's Hondas that go 8s with that setup. Not a 427, but nitro. Hey, Alex, switching from stock wheels to a 10-inch diameter wheel. Is he being funny? He's switching from stock wheels to a 10-inch diameter wheel? Wheel's going to hinder straight line performance even though both same weight? So, okay, guys, maybe he didn't understand what he said. Diameter. Width. Diameter. Width. I don't know if he knows what he said. But let me highlight it because it's funny. Oh, fuck. When you lived in Houston, when you lived in Houston, what would your shop for proper time? We are having a 4 to 6 month wait to have it done without naming the shop. All right, guys. Anybody? Oh, Peasant chat, you never disappoint. When you lived in Houston, what would mean your shop for proper time? We're having a 4 to 6. Hey, JD Swag, can you get that for me? Can you get that for me, JD Swag? Thank you very much. Thank you, JD Swag. Thank you. NA is the young kid still living mom and dad game. If you got money to fuck around and boost that bitch, really fuck around. Put a mud tire on that bitch. That's circumference, homie. Okay, circumference. About to get roasted again. God damn it. 14 up from 50 boss intake, tuned and headers. Want to boost it. What do you suggest? I got a 14 up from 50 with the boss intake, tuned and headers. I want to boost it. What do you suggest? Hey, Keith Merritt. The best thing to do is you drive that thing to a dealership and you trade it in for at least a Gen 2 or a Gen 3. Then you boost it. You're not going to be happy with the outcome. There are people that right now are seeing Gen 3 truck go 10s NA, 11s, full weight boosted. And when I say 10s NA, guys, that is king gutted on exotic fuel. Let's not get that shit twisted. There is no magic sauce. There is really good fuel, and there isn't a tuner. Let's say if I have a truck that a tuner goes 11 O's in, well, I can make it go 1102. But if he all of a sudden 2 days later makes it go 1040, 1020, 990, he is doing something else aside from the tuning, weight or fuel. It's not rocket science, man. It's really not. Diameter. Oh, sorry, you're right. Diameter goes across, circumference goes around. Okay, so so this way, he wanted 10-inch diameter, so his wheels are gonna. I don't have anything that's 10 inches in diameter. He means width. I know he means width, but I'm trying. I love these motherfuckers. He means width, Alex. Alex, host a Cahoots quiz for us and see how many of us are stupid. Don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Or do you a card game, dude? What do you go play Cards Against Humanity? You fuck. Oh, let's play Cards Against Humanity. Shut the fuck up. Play Cahoots. Look, I'm not smart. I'm stupid as fuck, but I'm entertaining. That's Common Core math at its finest. Old ATV. Yeah, ATV wheels. Like ATV wheels are 10 inches or so. Diameter straight across. You did circumference. Oh, I'm sorry, Matthew Nichols. I'm sorry. So I don't have 17-inch wheels. Dumbass. You know what I was getting at. Stupid. Dumbass. Oh, you did it wrong, Alex. Mike Reyes, that's circumference. Here we go. Here come the geniuses. But I guarantee they probably saw that comment and didn't even think about it. They just went, "Oh, okay, cool. I know what he means." These guys need hooked on phonics, not car parts. He has the widest name in the most Mexican writing. Peasant chat, full effect. Great personal service providers are booked up in any field. Stop, Paul. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you're good, look. Guys, if you're good, you can pump out the work. If you're good, you can pump out the work. If you're not pumping out the work, hire more fucking employees. Did you guys ever think about hiring more employees? Like, I'm blown away if you have 70 cars in your lot just sitting there and I can't get to for a year. Hire more employees. Get that shit out. I'm going to go to the guy that wants to can get the shit done quickly. Godfather, I already have a Draggy. Thank you very much. Connie and 10 inches. Alex, have you ever thought about getting a C6 ZR1? Yeah, but they're too expensive. They're beautiful. And like I know you're a Mustang guy, but what would you consider after a Mustang? A Viper, probably a Viper. I'd go right to a Viper, not a ZR1, because I don't want to become a part of that world either. Because they're just as gay, right? Like Corvette guys are super fucking gay, and I just don't. I honestly don't want to be a part of any world. I want to put a fucking small block Ford in the Fairmont, maybe get a Cobra, like a backdraft Cobra or something like that, and party on that shit. And I don't want to be part of the community or nothing. I want to do my own shit. I don't want to be part of a club. I don't want to go to your meet. I don't want to even see your fucking face. I just want to build my own shit, race it, fuck around on my own, and be left alone generally. That's usually what I want. King Gutted and Chocolate Milk Tune. Oh my God, so many people. Sorry, I'm a little late. I got 140 on the dash. You trying to slide? 140 on the dash? I'd love a Viper, but I don't have enough money. Vipers are badass. Raul Torres wants the Fairmont. He don't want no Fairmont. Raul Torres only wants a car if it can get stolen at a stupid price. Hey, Raul Torres, give me $25,000. Oh, no, I don't want it. I don't want it for $25,000. That's okay. So go ahead and build an 880 car with a Coyote. Tell me how much it costs. Go ahead, build an 880 Coyote Fox. Tell me how much it costs. Okay, cool. Gotcha. You built a couple of them. So don't be like, oh, yeah, PM me edges. Okay, $25,000. Ah, fuck, it's a Fairmont. He wants it when it's like 10 grand or 8 grand or 6 grand. And then this is the way people like, I love him. He's a good guy. But this is the way he negotiates. Hey, Alex, how much at the Fairmont? 25.5. Ah, come. Man, I got to put like 10 into it so it could be right. Like, what do you mean it's right now? I turn it on. I go 880s. I park it. Done. No, but I want a cage. Oh. So you want me to give you a break on how you want to configure the car. Now, that's not how it works. That's not how anything works. You want that car, it costs that much. But I digress. The engine is sold. It's just sitting in the garage, chilling right now. But you had a year ago, you had an opportunity to buy that car. A year ago. Nope. He was like, let me know the real number. Oh, the real number? Oh, it's gone. Damn, I just woke up. What the fuck is Alex doing on Facebook Live? No, I'm on both. I'm simulcasting on Facebook and on YouTube. He's going back on the Fox rant. I built mine. It's crazy expensive. The hot sauce. Exactly. Love you, brother. Love you too, Raul. Raul knows. Look, Raul is only going to buy something when it makes sense. He's a businessman. He's not stupid. He's going to go, well, I'm going to, let me, he'll look at a car. He'll go, looks good. Let me know. I'll be back in 3 years when you're desperate. Hey, man, you still want that car? Nah, I'm good. And then all of a sudden the guys are, yo, give me 10. Fuck it. Okay, bet. I'll get it for 10. I'm young and I never liked the whole nonsense fuckery. I stayed to myself and did a couple of passes and got the fuck out of there. Never cared to talk to unknowledge idiots my age. Makes water with methanol unless running fuel, guys. So, Alex, when the fuck are you getting a pushrod stick car? That's also very expensive, guys. Look, the Fairmont's motor has been sold to a local guy. Already paid me money. We're good. Actually, he gave me half up front. Once he gets some room and space, boom, take the motor out, give it to him. The transmission and converter are going to Jake because, in my opinion, that's Jake's baby. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to. No. I can make money. I could probably sell it for $4,000 and make money. I'm going to give it to Jake because Jake, that's his trans, in my opinion. He built it. He did a bunch of solids for me. He's helped me out all these years. I said, yo, here's a trans, here's a converter. I'm not looking to make any money on it. And then I got to start shopping around and see who can build me, not in Florida. Dude, there's probably some badass small block Ford builders in Florida. But what's a small block 13-1 compression, 600 or 700 horsepower small block Ford, like 351 based dart block going to cost me? 15 to 17 or maybe $20,000. That revs to like $8,000. It's big money, guys. It's big money. That's why the Coyote is so desirable, right? The Coyote is so desirable because for $7,000, you can get a long block boost, fucking 8s. You know what I mean? Why don't you buy Wesley's engine? I don't think it's for sale. I don't think I want Wesley's engine. I want my own shit. JD said, I got someone else saying it, not the original. Got to rewatch. Got it. Fancy word simulcast. Yes, sir. LOL, is going to Facebook jail streaming on here. So, Alex, what the fuck? Already got that. Alex, is it just me? Maybe I'm biased, but are car guys some of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth? No, I think, honestly, car guys are like gun guys. Like, there's gun guys out there that will correct every single little thing. Every little thing that you say about a gun, whether it be the clip or magazine, who gives a fuck? If the grip, and if you have a Glock, it's not gay, or if you have this, it's gay, or it's so stupid, right? It doesn't matter, guys, because if you need your gun, it doesn't. Like, learn to fight, then get a gun, right? Have a gun. I'm a big proponent, but learn to fight first. Because if you depend on that bitch, it don't matter what the brand is. It don't matter what the grip, clip, magazine. It doesn't matter what it is. You still got to be able to defend yourself. See, Glocks are gay. See, gun guys aggravate me at the range. Exactly. This is the reason I don't fuck with gun or car guys, because they're fucking know-it-alls, right? They're all know-it-alls. They all think they know everything. They all think they know everything. And they read the brochure and they know, this car came with 400. Like if I was to say, if someone said to me, Alex, how much are stock Coyotes make horsepower? How much does a stock Coyote make horsepower? I said, like 430, 435, something like that. And some cuck will go, no, it's 420. Then they go, Gen 2 had this because of the bigger valves, the bigger springs, and the bigger this, better heads. Gen 3 with the DI, and they give you this fucking reply no one asked for. Cállate, cabrón. No one gives a fuck that you read the brochure. God, dude, people, and then gun guys are probably the same way. Well, hey, look, I got this gun. I want to have a gun. And I think I went to the range and I shot it and it felt really good. And I really like it. Ha! You're gay. Those are junk. It's going to get jammed. I hope you never expect it. I hate people. Everyone. I'm a car guy and a gun guy and I still don't know shit, says Alex Salvia. Anyone ever had a bad experience with a KTM? Here we go. I'm not looking to talk shit on any engine builders. We're good. Alex, when the Coyote is completely done and no longer being made, do you think it's going to go down as one of the greatest to mod to boost? Oh, yeah. Look, the LS is still insanely popular. They make the LT now. I don't think they make LSs anymore. I still think they make like performance LSs, like the GM Performance catalog. Open it up and you can get a LS3 or something like that. But the LS, because of its packaging, people love it. People love it very much. I like the Coyote Gen 2. To me, Gen 2 is King Daddy. The motor, car too, but the motor, because all you have to do is put boost and good high quality fuel in it, and it will do whatever the fuck you want. Whereas LSs, you have to generally open them up, put a cam in there, good set of heads, springs, you got to work it over a little bit. But a Gen 2, and you're done. Like, no work. And that's the nice thing. Yes, the packaging is more difficult because it's such a wide engine. I get that. I understand the argument. I'm not stupid. I get it. I'm an old field guy and everything else is just a hobby that makes me more money. I drive shit, enjoy it, occasionally cars and coffee. Fuck trying to be part of the crowd. You damn Skippy. Flying off the handle, that shit has me. This shit is better than going to church. Preach. Texas Speed making a reverse cam for the LS3. You can run the new LT heads on it. Cool. No lie, I'm a car guy and it's all about the specs. What did I miss? Can you start over? Says Brett Burke. Once a new engine is broken in, are you going to do a draggy video? Yeah. I'm going to, that car's probably going to run on race gas all the time. I don't ever want to have a issue with octane ever again. Now, I did consider E85, but think about it. It is becoming difficult in Florida to find E85 consistently. And how much is it? $3.69 a gallon, just the same as premium, or maybe just under. So I'm going to pay $3.69 a gallon for E85. That's 30% less dense than petroleum-based fuel, so it won't last long. So not only is the cost out of the way, now I get less miles per gallon because of it. So fuck, I'd rather just, because that's a toy, well, I just run race gas in the motherfucker all the time. Yeah, it's way more expensive, but it'll probably last a little longer. Is a Cobra Jet that much more worth it over the Boss intake of the ported 18? I mean, it depends. Look, in my opinion, a Cobra Jet should be paired with everything. So if you have an 18, let's say you have a Gen 2 motor, and you put an 18 or a Boss manifold on it, and you got headers, that's not full bolt-on. Sorry, guys. That's not fucking full bolt-on. That's like some bolter-on. If you're considering putting a Cobra Jet on it, yes, it'll make a little more power, but I think with cams, it'll make a lot more power because you're taking advantage of the power band and the high RPM ranges with the Cobra Jet intake. So I might put a Cobra Jet intake in the red car just to see, because it has a GT350 intake manifold right now, and the GT350 intake manifold is better than the 18, period. Everyone just goes 18 because it's cheap. Then they port it. but a GT350 manifold flows better than the 18 manifold. Now, I have not ported it because I don't care, because it's just going to go right to Cobra Jet and then I can party. Did you put another stock motor in it? Yes, Patrick. C16 for life. I'm not going to go C16 because it's leaded and I want to make sure the O2s last a while. So it'll probably be an unleaded fuel like a Sunoco 260 GT or something with over 100 octane that's petroleum based. That's the next step. E85 here in OKC is $2.45 a gallon. I hope it stays that way. I get that 100%. Gun is one of the hobbies people should work in silence. The thing is, second shift racing, Garrett, he's a good guy. He's a fucking solid. That's one of those rare dudes I would consider like allowing in my circle because he's just normal, like just not weird. Gun guys need to tell you they're gun guys. Gun guys are posting all these fucking memes on Facebook. If liberty and justice and da-da-da-da, I'm gonna shoot the blood to da-da-da-da-da. If Biden come take it from my cold dead hand. Look at me, I'm fucking posting patriotic memes on Facebook. Aren't I a badass? I see what you look like. You're not a badass. Shut up. Shut up. Move in silence. Shut the fuck up. You got guns? Cool. You like guns? Cool. You're a patriot? Cool. Shut the fuck up. Just don't have a barbecue tick, but have a 2K to 3K rattle. Ever had the issue? I never had the issue with the rattles, Jacob. I never had issues with rattles. I had issues with ticking. The red car ticks. The red car's been ticking for 2 years, like literally 2 years. And if I was to sell that car, someone's gonna go, "How much you want for it?" I'm gonna say 23. They're gonna go, "Oh, but it ticks." Okay, that's why I'm asking 23, cabrón, because it ticks. Tax stamps are just permission slips to post on social media. Posting stamps are just permission slips to post on social media. Posting their illegal guns on Facebook Live, then getting arrested later. I get, guys, that video of a guy on Instagram. He's like, "I'm in the hood," and he pulls up he goes, "I got it on me. Where the fuck N-words at?" And then you see some guy behind him, pop, pop, pop. I'm like, oh, should not have been on Instagram Live. Real gun guys don't brag. J Room says, "Oh, you got a Stream Deck. Like it so far?" I like it very much. The issue is integrating it with StreamYard. Once I figure out how I can just hit a button, Canelo, it's playing here. Like I hear it. Look. Hey, get the fuck out of here because right? I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. And I got Sasso. That's some kind of stink for me. Ooh, what's that smell? Sasso, man. That's Sasso. But I want it to sound, clear and through like the mic. So I got to play with the outputs. I've been doing a lot of research. Don't tell me how to do it yet. If you have a way of doing it, email me and we'll go from there. Who the hell will think an 18 manifold is better than a GT350 manifold? Oh, mini bike madman. Oh, mini bike madman. Do you know that there are people because, hey, Jacob Wallace, thank you for becoming a new member. A mini bike. Do you know that there are people out there that because that's all they hear, it's got to be the best? As opposed to going, why do people constantly talk about the 18 manifold? Because it's cheap. Now, when I see ported manifolds for $400+, I am blown away that you guys are buying that shit. I'm like, I am absolutely mind blown that you guys buy a $400 ported piece of plastic. Like, holy shit. A stock OEM intake manifold ported. Y'all motherfuckers are paying $400+ for it. Mind blown. Do the Gen 3 Roush blowers have issues with throttle bodies closing midway down the track? Yes. If the IATs are high, chest Fordham, if the IATs are high, guess what happens? It shuts the throttle. Late as hell, but do you own any guns? How do you feel about them? I love guns. They're great. I don't own any. If a revolution happens, I'll just beat up a guy with a bunch of guns and I'm going to have his guns. That's the way I look at it. Because half of the guys that have guns don't fight. Not that I'm a badass. I'm not trying to say I can beat the shit out of everybody, but I can generally take care of myself. And I see half of these guys that got all this armor and they can get fucking grabbed by the neck, slam down, and I'm like, you got guns? I got guns. So yeah. I got a Boss 302 manifold in my F-150 mainly because it looks good. If anyone needs a holster here, hit me up. That's what I do on the side, build custom Kidex stuff. Got it. I like how the gun guys have a Bible verse on their gun and how it show it to everyone like we're supposed to be impressed. Does that verse add accuracy or velocity? In God we e pluribus unum. Do you know it? Hey man, hey, check this out. Hey, we're at a kid's birthday party. What's up? What's up? Hey man, you like guns? Yeah, I like guns. Yeah, look at this. Oh, what's that? It's a Glock MG85 6-4 with the knurled grip and the internal trigger. Look at this. Oh, that's fucking sick. Yeah, you see what it says? See the inscription right here? Yeah, I see the inscription. What's it say? It goes, E pluribus unum. What's that mean? It goes, one of many. Because I got a lot of gun. Shh. You're stupid. You sound really stupid. Damn, missed it. Catching the replay, says Frank S550. Ain't gotta be just. He been watching Detroit Survival Training. I haven't been watching shit. I know gun guys. Gun guys are the same as the Dodge Ram owners with the American forces and the LEDs in the fucking wheel well and the big round hoop thing around the caliper or on the rotor. They're the same guy. Alex is type to have a Gucci Glock. The boomer car and car culture is so cringe. Wait until NA guys find out guns can be ported too. Whoa, really? Oh, the dust cover says let it rain. Yeah, Moab. I call this one Moab. Moab, mother of all. Stupid. Smaller air intake for better flow. Smaller bullet to kill better. So would you think a hollow point bullet will explode inside a deer? No. You're getting Oakley eye jackets too far. You're getting Oakley eye jackets too for the gun guy. Oh man, I could literally come at me, bro. I could literally make nonstop videos of that, but I'd get so much hate because the gun guys are sensitive. Just like car guys are sensitive. Car guys, you go, you're a nice car. I don't like the wheels. You don't like the wheels? No. Hey, nice gun. I don't like the grip. I don't like your holster. I don't like the color. I don't like anything. What? Because the gun is an extension of their dick. The gun is their dick. Got no dick. Mother of all blasters. I hate people, Alex. If you have anything different than them, you just plain suck. That's gun guys. Right. Like, if you don't agree 100% with their views on guns, you don't know shit. You don't know nothing. You're a dumbass. Guys, grow the fuck up. You see that beer belly you got? You see how you get winded after going up the stairs? Work on that. Work on that shit. Javier says, what did you think of the Gen 5 Viper that ran 690? I mean, look, there was a Gen 1 Viper, right? Isn't there a Gen 1 Red Viper that's a 6-second car? Gen 1 Viper, 6 seconds. Images. It's addicting to Gen. No, not a Gen 1. Is it a Gen 1 or a Gen 2? I think it's Gen 2. Let me see. A Dodge Viper ran the quarter mile in 6.8 seconds. Okay, so this car's badass. Let me see. Share screen. God damn it. I gotta figure this shit out, bro. There we go. So this car is badass. So if this car can go 6.8, what can't a newer Gen Viper do the same? Like, I don't understand. No, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm like, if this one can do it, why can't a new one do it? Like, what is so different? Is the control system different? The operating system? Gen 2, you said Gen 2. Okay, guys, this is Gen 2. Sorry, not Gen 1. Which is, in my opinion, one of the better looking Vipers out there. Gen 2 is Billy badass. But like, why would I be surprised that it couldn't do it? Calvo Vipers are out there rivaling some of the fastest roll cars around. So why couldn't a new Viper run? I'm sure it's a Glide, right? I'm sure it's a Glide or something, or a 400 Trans. Now the real gun guys are like the actual fast Mustang owners. We're quiet about our guns and times. Jake Cervantes, name a fast Mustang guy, and I'll tell you if he's quiet or not. They might be quiet on social media, but out and about, most don't know shit. Like most of the fastest Mustang guys out there, guys. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Most of the fastest Mustang guys don't know shit. Don't know shit. When you go to Radio versus the World, or not Radio versus, like a Ducks race, do you think the guys that are driving those cars actually know shit about those cars? Or is it the crew chief, the builder, the tuner? Oh, I've met many guys that don't know a goddamn thing about cars. Like a goddamn thing about cars. John Sr. excluded. That guy built that car. Sr. literally put that car together, drives it, and his son tunes it. So he knows everything in and out. Other guys just show up with a race suit like John Force, and they're like, all right, is my car to the trailer yet? All right, clean it up. Clean it up? What do you mean? Yeah, put some armor all on the tires and put some fucking, it's got to look good. Sir, we hung 5 rods out the bitch yesterday. Yeah, what is that bad? Yeah, it's kind of bad. So what do we got to do? Rebuild the motor. All right, sick. Let's do that. No. We got to go home. No, what do you mean? I got people today. You go, do you think NASCAR drivers know anything about the engines? No, nope, not at all. I know my car. I don't know shit about cars. Speak softly and carry a big HP number. Drive, gas, go. Most of them have their gun brand on their truck, like break into my shit. Steal here, die here. I saw that one on a truck the other day, and I laughed so hard. Steal here, die here. Some guy grabs him by the neck. Give me the gun. Give me the money. Give me the truck. Oh, okay. So whenever you hang out with the boss man, you are the dumbass. You in the way. Okay, Nathan Goodwin. Sure. Ask him. Ask Senior if I'm the dumbass in the way. Go ahead. Ask him. Next time on the chat, Nathan Goodwin. That's what I like about Facebook. That's the real name. So Nathan Goodwin, next time you talk to Senior, ask him if I'm the dumbass in the way when we're at races. Go ahead. I'll let him answer. What if all guns disappeared? It's not going to disappear. The Virginia gun rally at the Capitol is a good example of how car guys should be in strengthened numbers to combat government overreach in their industry. Yeah, no, but we hate each other. Do you think C6ZR1 guys are going to be caught dead in the same fucking block as Viper guys? Do you think NA hoodless fucking guys? I don't want to be. I don't imagine it's going to be a car meet and some dumbass is going to do a burnout. And then there goes that. No. I'm good. Nathan Goodwin. Damn right. Got you triggered. Oh, got you. Hey, Alex, I got you. See? And these are the type of people, because they're on the internet, they're typing. In person, they're fucking fans. Hey, Alex, man, I'm a big fucking fan. I appreciate everything you do, man. I was just kidding that day. We're cool? Is that a fancy control panel? Yeah, it's a Stream Deck. I still have to integrate it, so we'll see how that works. I just have to learn it. Guys, I worked all weekend on the car, and today's my first free day I've had. And so I'm going to integrate some stuff, some sound clips, and it does a bunch of stuff. Like it controls lights and shit. You have to actually program everything, but I got to get to learning on it. That's how you know they're a gun guy. Oh, no gun guys, you're gonna disappear. Let me buy all the ammo. Okay, guys. Alex looking fire with the new camera. Thank you. I'm glad it looks good. And again, I think Corey Grayley. Let me just make sure his name is Corey Grayley, because I don't want to mispronounce his name. He actually just sent the stuff to Power by. He goes, I don't use it. I want to donate to the cause, and did me a solid. The camera looks awesome. The Stream Deck works really well. I downloaded the software. I just have to figure out how to integrate everything here so I can get you the best listening experience. But we got shows during the week that I'll fuck around with and dial everything in. Once everything's dialed in, I think you guys will enjoy the show. And I'll probably change the scenery. I'll probably move this somewhere else, move the camera in another room or something, because you're probably getting sick of the same background all the time. What's the gentleman's name? Let me see. I think it is Corey Grayley. Yep, Corey Grayley. Great guy, local guy. Hook me up. Thank you very much. Again, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Very nice of you, what you did. Watch a video on Elgato while taking a shit. I've watched 2 hours of Elgato stuff, and there's nothing that tells me how to integrate it with StreamYard. Like, just like I'm talking to you, I want the sound to come through just like that. Hit the like, guys, says Alex Salvia. Yeah, how many likes do we have? I don't know how many likes we have. We have 352 people on, so that's good. Car guys and gun guys are perfect examples of why I hate most people. Shit. Green screen. Yes, the green screen, because you can have scenes. So someone got mad at me because you can move some stuff around. Someone said, I don't like let me see, virtual background. Someone didn't like the virtual background at all. Like, like someone hated the virtual background. Someone thought it was whack. And I'm like, sorry, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to do cool shit for best performance. Yeah. Or I could be inside a car. I could be inside like a car. Like, oh, look, I could literally make fun of a let me see. I could literally make fun of like your cold air. But I need a green screen so this bullshit stops happening. No, so once I do that, this right here. I would say, hey guys, you want to disconnect your ABS? It's this thing right here. Oh, where is it? This right here. You disconnect that. That is your pigtail for the ABS module or the ABS system. So you disconnect this guy, everything goes away. It's a good look. Just joining the live and dropped a like. Thank you, sir. Dropped a like. The studio looks on point. In my opinion, way better. Thank you. Dude got a tree full of leaves in the bit. Does he? Does he have a tree full of let me see. A virtual background. Let me see what's going on. It takes a while to load. Oh my god. Hey Alex, I don't know. Something got sucked into the look at this thing. I mean, what the fuck? He's got everything fucked. He's got this fucked up. He lives in the Northeast, I think, because that is a lot of leaves under the hood. That's a lot of leaves. Is ABS disconnect the same on F-150s? Boy, I don't know. I think I don't know. I think if you disconnect the ABS sensor from the wheel itself, it does it. But I'm not sure on F-150s if it's the same, in my opinion. I'm not 100% sure. PK in the house. How you doing, sir? I'm going to be going in about 20 minutes. So I just wanted to join in for a little bit and have some fun with you guys on Sunday morning with Peasant Chats. Alex, did you have any dirt bikes, ATVs back in the day? No, but I did enjoy my buddy's Raptor 660. Boy, that was a fun ride. That was back in the probably early 2000s. It's fucking awesome. He was a Banshee guy because he's very every Puerto Rican has a Banshee, right? Like every Puerto Rican has a Banshee and a Honda Civic. So he wanted me to go out, riding with him and shit. And we raced, and out of the hole, that Raptor fucked him up, but that Banshee's top end was pretty stupid. How do you feel about autocross? Autocross is fine, but when it's like held at a Walmart parking lot, it's fucking weird. Like, if I've literally heard this in the chat, and Dakota says some funny shit sometimes. He's like, some guy's like, hey man, I got an autocross today at the Walmart. Can you like give me more sauce down low? And my motivation just leaves my body like slowly. I go, I gotta, cones in a parking lot. So a small road course, I think, is kind of cool. Something like they have at Palm Beach International Raceway where you race the go-kart track. I think that's kind of cool. But like a parking lot with cones at like Kroger, I can't get excited for that. About to move from Saki CU to either Holly or Fuel Tech, says Travis Cheney. All the bells and whistles, which have you seen better choice for the Yodis? Would you go with what you can get help better locally? Yeah, Travis Cheney, that's you nailed it. You have to, in my opinion, use a operating system that is supported by someone or people that you trust or like, right? Let's say a standalone guy that all he does is fuck with standalone shit, and his cars roll out. Well, start asking questions. Hey, what are you using? What do you think is best? Should I use Holly? Should I use Fuel Tech? Should I use Motec? Should I use this and this and that? And if he's like, well, most of the tuners, the Billy Badass stuff, depending on how fast you want to go, they use this. I want all the bells and whistles, all the traction control, all the sensors, all the shock sensors, all the boost control, all the two steps, everything. I want in the system. And then you go to the tracks and the guys that are running fast numbers and are supported. Like there was a guy who said, "Hey, Alex, do you do big stuff?" And I'm like, not many people that I know do big stuff. Like I haven't heard big stuff in a very long time, but that's not to say that people don't use it. But you hear more fuel tech, you hear more Motec, you hear more of the Holly. So I would get whatever is widely supported by many people, because let's say, for instance, you get something that's supported by one guy, and that one guy and you, because look, tuning owner relationships are fragile as shit, are fragile. So if you're not happy with your tuner, you can go to someone else that supports a similar platform. So I would go with what is widely supported, in my opinion. Mom jokes, this guy get out of the 1990. Okay, what's happening? Something about mom? Someone said mom jokes. I love mom jokes. Almost like you have past masturbation. Yeah, I get unfortunate to have a lot of great places around me. I'm not that way, but damn son, your mom sure can. What is happening? This is funny. She's got all my sauce. This is good stuff. We're talking about you're the man yellow, keep it good. If it's mom jokes, I'm in. I'm on the page because my dad has owned 10 Mustangs. Gotcha. Hey, Alex, probably a dumb question, but what suspension stuff do you have on the white car? Amir, I have Ibach Pro Kit, UPR end links or vertical links. That's it. Car's awesome. And GT500 wheels. Car is awesome. So less is more sometimes. Grassroots Burble Tube. Hey, Alex, probably a dumb question. I already got that. What throttle bodies on the red car and white car? White car stock, red car GT350 because it has a 350 intake manifold. So I got them both at the same time, plopped them in, works fine. Annie Black Betty says, Brandon is saying my logs look good, but the car feels like it's misfiring at the low mid-range and cleans up at high RPM. Has a watt box, so no codes. Gonna check the plugs today. And any other ideas? 2016 GT. That's the thing. If the car is fueling properly, meaning the mass airflow data is good, short-term fuel temps are good, cam data is good, but the RPMs are choppy and it's not throwing a misfire code, it's probably something mechanical or how the air is entering the MAF or something. So it's a good idea to look over the spark plugs. I had a similar issue on my red car. The red car does have a two-step and a trans brake. So there was no misfire codes that are going to come up. But I said, let me just replace the spark plugs because they've been in there a long time. Replace them. I'm telling you, it was like a brand new car. It was like a brand new car. I'm like, okay, sometimes, guys, it's simply mechanical, and we can't see every single mechanical issue on a log. Most, yes, but not all of them. Where's the dude who eats all his rubber pussies? I don't know. Whatever happened to him? Alex, I was wondering if the Draggy has to plug into the car for power or car info. No. Or is it its own unit? Yes, it's battery operated and Bluetooth to your phone. What's paying? I'm behind on the stuff. Alex, what's the deal with the red car? I remember last you sent it away. I was supposed to send it away because we were going to, I can talk about it. We were going to try to see about making some kind of standalone for it, like a universal deal. But that by the time that the guy even had to wrap his brain around how everything worked, he was like, I don't think I can get to this thing for years. And we're like, nope, we're good. So got it back. I see a lot of people running full seater suspension and they're basically kept on the streets. Don't you think that's a complete waste? No, Amir, no. I would run a complete Steeda suspension if it was, the drivability was good, it didn't clunk, and some stuff is really aggressive and, you just have issues. But I don't think a full Steeda suspension car is a waste, because where do you have most of your fun? Where do you whip turns and do some off-ramp, on-ramp? Like I've gone through some rotaries or roundabouts, whatever they called in your or traffic circles, depending on where you're from, where I've gone full speed around that traffic circle, zip around, and I'm like, man, this thing handles so good. So absolutely, it's not a waste to have a really good suspension. I mean, is a Porsche GT3 a waste? Is a BMW M5 a waste? Is why would you say it's a waste to have a really good handling car? Oh, you're not supposed to eat out your fleshlight? Ew. When I go to road courses, I only go to the big tracks like most sports, 65 mile an hour minimum corners, and in the back straight, 140 to 150. Oof. I'm having an engine built, and I know you like 12-to-1 compression ratio. When did I say that? Like, when did I say I liked 12-to-1? I said I like stock compression or higher compression than stock. I never said I liked 12-to-1. Do you think there's a benefit to lowering the compression so that 93 octane would be more headroom? If you're going to have 93 octane, why are you building your engine? Why are you building your engine? If you're building your engine and you want to run pump gas through it, then that means you're limited on boost and the compression can't be too high. So if it's a Gen 2 Coyote, put 11-to-1 compression in it, 10 PSI. Then that begs the question, why are you building it? Alex, Vortec V3 FFE 20 GT A10. Thinking of running race gas tune on the weekends and pump gas on the week. Do you think that's doable? Absolutely. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I would say, look, get really low, like 5 miles to empty, fill up or put a bunch of race gas in it. Here's your race gas tune. And then when you're done with that race gas, put the pump gas tune in it. You can still have some race gas left in the tank. It's not going to hurt it. And then slowly fill up with pump gas, and then it'll dilute, and you'll have pump gas in it and a pump gas tune with lower timing. Yeah, I do that all the time. How's the plasma intake manifold perform on any application? Stop. Stop. Stop it. You can put a billet aluminum intake on an NA car? Area 51, you're going to put a billet aluminum intake on an NA car? Not a plastic Cobra Jet that's way lighter? Stop. Stop. Back away. Back away from the keyboard. I suspect NA guys just like cool looking shit. Not necessarily. They want the Plasma Man because it's a Plasma Man. They want the Bellax because it's a Bellac. Do they need a Bellac? Fuck no. Do they need a Plasma Man? Fuck no. Do they want it? Oh yeah. They want all the cool shit without how the cool shit is supposed to work. Jared Wells, this is the type of shit we talk about every week. Exactly. An NA guy asked about a Plasma Man intake. Think about that, guys. Think about that. But it looks pretty, says Lou Cafiero. You see that race on Drag Time's channel? It was really close. Don't know what you're talking about. Can I use meth injection as a band-aid for pump gas on boost? Sure, but not NA. Right? What? You don't knock on pump gas NA generally. I mean, I guess you can, but that's more like a no. NA meth injection? Why don't you intercool an NA car? Look, this is Area 51. This is what you should do. Get a air to water intercooler, NA, meth, a Plasma Man, carbon doors, hood, and fenders, $8,000 Bellax on the bitch. That's what you should do. Alex, my Vortec Gen 3 spark plug timing drops from 21. Spark plug timing? ACF, you grad your spark timing drops from 21 to 15 on a 2-3 shift, but no knock shows on the log. Desensitized tune. Ever seen this? Is it load based? What does it do at the top of the RPM? You're saying it drops from 21, and then on the next shift, it drops to 15. I'd have to see a log of that happening. Maybe the knock sensors are still a little pissed off. Not necessarily removing timing, but not letting it add is another byproduct of false knock. Don't forget the beadlocks NA. Will you recommend to stay on a 3.5 pulley, or it could be done possible to like a 3.5? Would you like to stay on a 3.5 pulley, or could it be possible to pulley down to a 3.5? Oh, you want to go from a 3.5 to a 3.5? I think you'll be okay. Wow, a $4,000 intake on an NA car, halfway to boost with that purchase. Damn, fully bolted on. Pretty much the worst nitro setup if you added fuel. Got it. NA used some VP octane boosters. Peasants. Area 51 voted for Joe Biden. Greg darn serious. Put ice in your airbox. Load stays at 1.7. Of course, it'll stay at 1.7. I need to see a log. I can't. Oh, it's this. I need to see a log. But if the Plasma Man is made of steel, doesn't that make it stronger? Yeah, to suck in that NA fucking air. Where if you're in the Mariana Trench, is it Mariana Trench? Where's the deepest part of the where is the deepest part that you have, negative 8,000 DA? Okay, get a Plasma Man then. Because it's like 10 pounds of boost. Alex Salvia, fuck the NA game. I went twin turbo. I took your advice and stopped throwing away money. No. Hey, Alex, hear me out. Alex, I wanna get a Plasma Man. But listen. If it makes more power turbo, why can't it make more power NA? That's my everyday in the ticket system. And then I can vent here and say, no, that sounds really fucking stupid, asshole. But in the ticket system, I've got to go, well, I have to explain like airflow to the dude. I have to explain weight. I have to explain, guys, heat is your enemy, right? Heat is your enemy. What is hotter under the hood? A Plasma Man intake or a Cobra Jet plastic intake? But listen. That's why I want to do math, Holmes. Yeah, do math. I guess people forgot plastic manifolds blow up with boost. This is what people get in a tune, gain 30 horsepower. Alex, tuned by you, TVS Gen 2R, 75 millimeter pulley and ME52s, run 1030 or 140 on a GT 250 gas. Nice. Can I run 72 millimeter on ME52 and a BAP? Thanks. Nice tune. Street daily car. We can try looking at a log like a watt to 6,000, then another watt to maybe 6,500 incrementally. If the short trims are doing okay, but AFR starts to spike, you might be out of injector. So we got to be careful. But typically on that much boost, I want at least 1,000cc injector in there just to have headroom. Alex, say I can acquire a complete Predator 2650 blower from a stock GT500. Would a Gen 1 control pack work with the stock GT500 electronics? No. Why don't you just put a stock Gen 1? Why don't you put a Gen 1 throttle body on it? Adapt it somehow. Hey, time to cut and weld shit. So adapt the Gen 1 throttle body on it, convert it to MAF from MAP, and you should be okay. I don't know how the fuck you do that, but that's up to you. Air 51 routed his cold air intake through his bumper. Andy, most have gone through to a 2650 from the 2300. So I want to find a 2.3 TVS for my Gen 2 stick car. After you describe the power delivery, I really want to experience that in my car, but I cannot find a kit. And then Admiral's like, a lot of people have gone from to a 2650 from the 2300. Admiral Peck, listen to his question again. He's basically saying the way Alex described the 2300 power delivery made it seemed ideal. So he's looking for a 2300. Roush, if I'm not mistaken, still sells 2.3 liter TVSs. What's the difference in computer GT500 versus a Gen 2 Coyote? What's the difference between a computer between a Gen 3 and a Gen 2 Mustang? TC298 versus a Tricore. So the TC298 is totally different. Like totally different. The connections are different on the cam. You need to know the cams need to know where they're at for the proper timing and spark. It needs everything. So, and it's hard coded in. I don't think it's changeable in the tune. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like asking what's the difference between a Gen 2 and a Gen 1 and a Gen 2 and a Gen 3. Any news data from the PMAS fender intake? Nope. That's one thing about PMAS. They love to take their sweet ass time with shit. Is there any noticeable difference in running an equal length header, or is it just snake oil sales pitch? I don't know. That's a good one. I think there was a Power Nation that did a test on equal length headers. It was really interesting. I don't know there was a huge difference or not. It wasn't like 10 horse, but it might have been like 5, but not 100%, honestly. Yeah, Roush still offers a 2.3 for the Gen 2, says Andrew Martin. Why is it they didn't roll over the TVS 2300 for the Gen 3? Kind of butthurt I didn't get a Gen 2. I don't know. They just went right to 2650, and I have no idea why. Air 51 wanted an aluminum intaker for a 7.5-inch pistons. Ashton Munoz says, just wondering, picking your brain. Got it. Where's Ashton Munoz? Sorry. Because that guy, okay. What's the difference? I mean, I can get into the weeds, but you guys would be severely, I could get literature. Okay. What I could do is this. I could make a video about the differences in computer, not only physical differences in pins, but the hard-coded differences. I could probably do that for you guys just to get well-versed, but 3 people will watch that video, and it'll take me 3 days to make. Will you recommend a standard 3.6 pulley, or it could be possible to pulley down to 3.5 using the racecast tune? You can pulley down to a 3.5 using the racecast tune. In reality, you only need metal intakes to handle serious boost pressures, but works great for heat soak. Plastic, a shit ton cheaper, and works great. Exactly. Carl's Performance and Fabrication says, thanks for sharing the video of the black F-body racing Tesla a few months ago. The black F-body racing the Tesla a few months ago. Boy, I don't remember, but I think there was a twin turbo Coyote F-body B. Oh yes, gotcha. I remember now. It was a dig race. JD Swag, I'm not sure. I'll let you know later, but I got a lot of stuff going on. I was thinking to lower the IAT. Area 51, you were thinking what to lower the IAT, meth or the Plasma Man intake? Because you're actually raising IAT with the Plasma Man intake. I'm just butthurt. Gen 2 heads are hard to get. Oh yeah, they're really hard to get. It's normal on the 85 in the cold weather, Power Nation, whatever it used to be. And you can't use Gen 3. There's a 2018 F-150 regular cab short bed 4.4 with the 2.9 Whipple, 9,000 miles, 1050X, long tube suspension, track bars, etc. It's $49,000 too much. Ouch. Short bed? Whipple? Fuck. It sounds like too much to me. Sounds like too much to me. I would say 45. I would say 45. 45 is good. 49? No. Sorry. Street race on a rubbered up road. Gotcha. Alex, do you feel married couples divorce over dumb reasons? Married couples divorce once the kids are grown, typically, because they're in the middle of raising kids all the time. Or if they don't have kids, it's because now they feel stuck. But I don't know. You got to look at it differently. In my opinion, we're talking dating channel stuff now. Before you get married, you got to ask the reason why you're getting married. Like before you get married, like we had a dating channel thing not too long ago, and some guy's like, I proposed to my girlfriend because I wanted to fix the relationship. I'm like, no, got to fix it first. Then if you want to get married, and in my opinion, you should get married for a couple of reasons, maybe to legitimize the relationship, or if you're wanting to have kids in the future, or maybe tax reasons, but I still don't think that's a good reason. Just got in, Alex. How did the motor swap go? 15 hours, Jason Furlan, and everything went well, and it runs and drives, and I'm ready to bring it home today. It's still at PBH, so I got to go get it. In the market, everyone swings for the fences. It's crazy out there, and I honestly don't understand why the Gen 2 heads are better than Gen 3 heads. Someone mind educating me? You can't use Gen 3 heads on a Gen 2, I don't think. I think it's the cams, right? You can't use Gen 3 heads on a Gen 2. You got to use Gen 2 heads or Gen 1 heads. Unless you're planning to, it's the cams, I think. I think it's the cams. The cams, it's a different head in terms of, I think the cams are different. That's a good one. Like, what is the physical difference? I think the Gen 3 makes more power because it has better, I think better flowing, but it's not interchangeable. I think that's the thing, Admiral Peck. It's not interchangeable. You can't go backwards. You can't put a Gen 3 head on a Gen 2 Mustang. And I think that's why Gen 2 is great for everything. You could do a 3-2-1 setup. You could do a bunch of shit. Fuck it. If ain't taxes wonderful, taxes gotcha. Wait, Alex, so what did you swap? The Hertz stock Gen 3 from the white car? Yes, I took this Hertz stock Gen 3, put in a brand new built in 2021 motor in the Gen 3, and it runs and drives. Ready to go. DI, no, but DI is in the no, you're right. Shit, I keep forgetting. DI is it in the cylinder? Yeah, it's in the cylinder head. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So wait. After looking at my block, I don't think I gotta look. I don't think it's in the cylinder head, is it? I think it is, but what messed me up is looking at it. Oh, yes. Well, he boroscoped it. Yeah, it's not in the block, it's in the head. So yeah, it's the DI Admiral Peck. Sorry, I'm fucking zonked after trying to talk for an hour and a half. So yeah, it's the DI. Why do you recommend the Gen 2 over the Gen 3? The Gen 2 over the Gen 3, 1080 fucking sucks. 1080 fucking sucks. And the Gen 3, I wouldn't recommend because what are you going to pair it with? Like a Gen 3 with a Turbo 400 is stout. Every customer that has broken their 10R80 2 or 3 times or busted their MT82 2 or 3 times, I say put a Turbo 400 in it. And they go 8s like nothing. And they're happy as fuck if they're drag racers. So the Gen 3 motor's fine if you pair it with a proper trans. And after you blow up a couple of MT82s and you blow up a couple of 10R80s, you go, well, I just want to go racing, put a 400 in it. They're happy. 10R80s are absolute fucking garbage and trash. Now, the only person that I think can actually make that bitch stout is Jake. Jake builds the fastest and quickest 6R80 on the planet. He has engineered the craziness that's in that trans is ridiculous at a engineer level. Hard parts, things he developed, things he doesn't even talk to people about. He just does it, see how it works. Remember, guys, he was the one that innovated the whole 4R200 thing, right? John did the tuning, but the hard stuff, the stuff that had to be figured out mechanically, that's all Jake. It's all Jake. How is the Caliber MT82 D4? So far, so good. I have to drive it some more to give you a better review as to what's going on. And I also he goes, 10R80 does suck. 890 horsepower, and it's giving me issues, and he has upgraded clutches. PK says, Alex, cylinder heads, DI ports. Yeah, that I forgot about the DI. I'm just like losing my mind. I knew it had DI, but I'm just like, they're not interchangeable. And then how do you can't physically plug the DI port because there's a combustion happening there. It's almost like you got to fill it or something. Like how can you modify a Gen 3 head to fit a Gen 2 if you can make some kind of plug or something for the DI? And I think some people do make plugs for the DI to be able to use it on previous generations. Then, maybe with some time, someone will come up with something like that, and then you'll have a pretty badass head. But the cam is the funky one, the cams, because it's a different computer. So I wonder if the connectors are different on Gen 2 versus Gen 1. And if the journals, the bearing journals for the cams are the same, cam journals. All heads will work on all blocks, but you can't use DI and older plug in the airport. So yeah, I just said that. Here I'm running 8s on the midnight 10R80 in the truck. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, sorry. How much does it weigh? You mean on a 1100 horsepower? And how many times have you run 8s? The 10R80 fucking sucks, dude. Sorry. Maybe your truck makes exactly 1,000 horsepower and it's fine, and you race it twice a year. The guys that constantly roll racing shit, they're slamming it off the limiter. They're doing dumb shit. The 10R80 fucking sucks. Ask any tuner, ask any builder. It's not meant for badass shit. It's just not meant for badass shit. Bill, the Pro Shop has a kit for DI delete. Yeah, but I haven't seen it work on anyone. No one has even put it on and tried it. So I'd love to see someone put it on and put those heads on a Gen 2, see if it makes a difference. That's a lot of work for a whole bunch of nothing, right? That's a lot of work for a whole bunch of nothing. You'll fill it with a DI plug, but you have to heat the head to interference fit it. Okay, understood. I use a manual computer and hook up a quick 6. Oh yeah, quick 6. You'll love a quick 6 once it smokes all the fucking clutches. I can't wait for you to use a quick 6 on a 6R80. Any other Turbo 400 kits other than Coyote Directs? I mean, kits? JPC has some. And if not, you just have to buy trans and buy a drive shaft and buy a cross member. And you have to just do all that shit yourself. All right, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I'm tired. Been an hour and a half, and I promised I'd only give you like an hour and 20. All right, I'm going to get out of here. The Peasant chat was good. Good times. A lot of stupid questions. Some guy wanted to know about a plasma man intake and meth, NA. I mean, we need more of Peasant chats and Facebook, because the fact that it's on Facebook, like all the retards are on Facebook. So I'm really happy I'm simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook, because you get those really stupid questions on Facebook, or they hesitate to say something because their real name pops up. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YDBT Dailies. Get back after it. Try to figure out the stream deck, get your sound clips, maybe get people on, get guests on, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. See you later.